24.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Pass to White for three. Here's Tatum. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to go on Draymond Green.
Jason Tatum continues to emerge, guys, as one of the most elite players on both ends. We know on the offensive end he's a dangerous 3-level scorer. He's also capable of locking you up defensively.
Garza's checked in for Tatum. Doris at just 26 years old. Jason Tatum has his first title with the Celtics in 2024.
B.A., after he won the title, his first line was, "What are they going to say now?" This guy has done nothing but win from the time he entered the league. He is underappreciated as a big-time superstar. And guess what? There's a long way to go in his career. Oh, big-time answer from Derek White. The three is on point.
The three from Curry. Good! Another from three. Buries it. Triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Celtics trail by 14. Tatum from long range. Santos pulls it in.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Pass to Pritchard. Lets the three fly. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. Now Curry. Last game, 26 points for him. A deep three from beyond the arc and then some. Curry's got 33.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. He added to his astounding total of 3. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Yeah, what an absolute display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
We've got Butler. He's out there with Trayce Jackson-Davis. Buddy Hield is out there with Kuminga. That's the Warriors 5. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They trail by 14. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Indiana, where they'll face the Pacers. That'll be the second stop of this 6-game trip. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA. Stephen Curry is nearing the finish line. He said every year there's some new style, new energy coming through that challenges you. And seeing these young dudes come up and understanding how much talent there is, this is not going to be around forever. So enjoy every moment of it. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Allie.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Curry, that's good.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Celtics trail by 11. Outside White. Pass to Garza. Here's the three. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 in this game. Golden State has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And Boston with some changes. Jaylen Brown comes in for Boucher, and Simon is subbed in for Pritchard. Second quarter basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Out to Simons, launches a three. Podziemski grabs the board.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
Brown with the steal. Simons outside. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
Yeah, such an assertive shooter. Simons has his feet planted and just hits it.
Outside Podziemski from outside the arc. And again for three.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for second in most threes in a game.
Now it's a four-way tie between himself, Curry, Zach LaVine, and Damian Lillard.
Pass to Curry, three-pointer. Connects again from distance.
And it falls for him, and that three pushing him into the record books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game, a night we'll never forget.
Yeah, amazing indeed. 14 triples alongside Captain Klay Thompson, that is.
Boy, they'll take that possession. Nice finish in close.
Outside Moody, pass to Curry, the three ball, and again for three.
And that is a three that will put him in the record books.
The most triples ever in a game. History being made.
Yeah, making waves and passing the splash brother, Klay Thompson. 15 threes and counting.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Jackson Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Moody. And it's Buddy Hield in for Podziemski. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for White, and he gets that one. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
Hauser can't get it to go. The Warriors lead by 16. Curry with it. Pritchard picks him up. Outside Hield. The three is up. Yet another bucket. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders. It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Out to the right wing. Back to Simons. From behind the arc. And the Celtics another three.
Man, this is why you want Simons on the floor. I mean, he can really stretch it.
The three from Curry. Good! Another from three. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
There's Tatum with the three. Kuminga pulls it in.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for Boston. 19-point game, and it's Simons missing.
Nothing more important than contesting layups and dunks. A great job defensively.
The quick look, no good that time. The Celtics have gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far in the second. Pritchard gets it to go.
They're having more success with the three-point shot here in the second quarter as they try to cut into this lead.
Outside Curry. The three is up. Good. He hits again. 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
There's Simons with a three. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Inside. Outside Curry. From downtown. The shot comes out. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors out in front by 19 going into the break. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. Back after this.
It's time for your fan half-court shots. Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll, please.
And as we welcome...
You can't stop anybody. You can't win. It's just that simple.
Yeah, the game's been completely one-sided, and we promised our viewers a good contest. And during that first half of play, these two leading the way for their respective teams.
I always like these matchups because even though you're not always guarding each other, you're thinking, okay, you did that, now watch me do this.
Just like you and Kenny here in the studio.
Oh, no, you haven't.
Thanks as always for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Brown draws the double. Celtics trail by 19. And last season, the Warriors had their most success playing a small ball lineup, Grant.
Well, they more than held their own on the backboards in defending the paint. But you knew they'd look to add some size this summer.
On the floor for Boston. White and Brown are the wingmen. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. And it's Simons in at the 1. And the Celtics shooting is around 55% so far. There's Tatum with the 3. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got his 4th assist with that last one. The 3 from Curry. And the Warriors with another 3.
Boy, it hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
Celtics trail by 20. Outside, Brown. From the line, again Boston.
Oh, he's hot coming out of the break. 3 up, 3 down.
And if you're just joining us, we played just over a minute here in the third. And here's Curry for 3. He got it again! Sensational!
Game hasn't. His name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. White for 3. And the Celtics another 3.
Brilliant second half start. 4 for 4 from the field. Can't ask for any better.
And here's Curry for 3. And yes, another basket.
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. There's Tatum with the three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity.
Hits yet again. Wow!
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time great individual performances in league history.
Honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. He's in the mid-70s.
Another one falls. Amazing.
That puts him even for 3rd on the single-game scoring list. Simply amazing.
Man, I'm at a loss for words. His has been one of the greatest offensive games we'll ever see.
Yeah, 78 points, tying Wilt Chamberlain's big night back in '61. Up next, Kobe Bryant's.
Again! What an avalanche!
The good times keep rolling for him. Now tied for 2nd all-time in scoring.
Boy, the way he's been able to maintain his focus on offense all game. The defense throws everything at him, but he still scores.
81, equaling Kobe's scintillating game back in 2006.
And good! There's another!
He is ripping through this defense and continues his assault on the record books.
Hey, and that score moves him into 2nd place for most points in a game.
And to think he has eclipsed Kobe's mark of 81 and now has his sights set on 100. This is a game we'll be talking about for decades.
And it's Tatum with the ball for the Celtics. From deep. It's rebounded by Golden State. Moody's got 4 rebounds now.
Boy, this guy has not had a great night, and it really has weighed the entire team down. Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
Oh, nice shot by Brown.
This guy's been great, no doubt about it, but it hasn't been enough to get them where they want to be.
Another bucket. Wow!
Points, a legendary performance.
We will be talking about this one for a long, long time. No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve. And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Tatum. Lets it go from deep. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. Three-pointer. And again for 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Fires the 3. The putback. Rebounded by Green. Pass to Curry. Takes a 3. Another one goes! Incredible!
And he's nearing the single-game franchise scoring record.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history. It's good on the putback. Kid has got his 2nd basket of the game.
It's interesting. They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
Well, you can see the team is just continuing to call his number. Until the defense figures it out, it ain't gonna change.
Tatum way outside. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. So it's the Warriors now. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And here's Curry for 3. And another one!
I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. A new single-game scoring record.
History being made as we speak. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that is unbelievable indeed. I never thought we'd see this. It stood since 1962. But now, Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game has been surpassed. Oh, wow. Can't believe it.
He gets it up. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Golden State Warriors. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. We'll be right back after this word. Welcome back. We're still wrapping our heads around the history we just saw in the previous quarter.
So many things have to go right to break the single-game scoring record. And even though he'll get all the credit, it takes a lot of help from your teammates to put up this many points.
And the Warriors shooting 74%. Just an unbelievable offensive display here. Now a timeout called by Golden State. And it's a completely new group here for the Warriors. So it's the Warriors now. Down low to be the tenacious pair of Butler and Draymond. Curry and Pods pairing up in the backcourt. And it's Moody in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And here's Simons. Takes the three. The rebound by Moody. Moody's got his 5th rebound in this one.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Outside Podziemski. Shot clock at 5. Let's go with a 3. And it's Stephen Curry with the 3. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Here's Pritchard. Hauled in by Curry.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
A few possessions into the 4th. Just over a minute played. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Greg?
Well, you know, B.A., winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
Boy, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's gonna make you pay.
And here's Curry for 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
Boy, this offense has revolved around him today, and rightly so. He has been fantastic.
The Celtics have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Drains the triple.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end. All night, he just won't let up.
And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for the Celtics. Hauser outside. Simons outside. Curry with a steal. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Puts up a deep 3. Oh, another one falls. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
B.A., it feels like he can't miss.
Brown passes to Hauser. Here's Garza. No good on the 3.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
4-3. Connects again from distance. Man, he's really launching him from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Three-pointer Pritchard. Rebounded by Butler.
Well, trying to reply to the 3 on the other end just doesn't go down for him.
Beyond the arc. And again, it's Stephen Curry.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Out to Simons. Shot to stop the run. On target from range.
Yeah, the response from Simons, a streaky three-point shooter.
Pass to Curry. Fires for 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Shot is good by Curry.
And how many times have we seen this? Curry always has an answer from 3.
Boston has gotten 4 of 7 three-pointers to fall in the 4th. And Brown with the stuff.
Boy, you get a real glimpse of the explosiveness of Jaylen Brown. What a big-time finish.
And here's Curry for three. Butler controls the rebound and the putback.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says. A great win for the Warriors.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next two times these squads meet.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Stephen Curry.
You love this guy's confidence. He believes every shot is going in, and boy, a whole lot of them did.
Great positioning on the putback.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Brown can't hit. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Butler on the wing, defended by Hauser. That's good from Curry on the assist by Butler.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And it's Simons missing.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Off the mark there with a three. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Substitution on the court.
And an intentional foul right there.
Buddy Hield. First personal foul, second team foul.
First free throw is good.
Anthony Simons. 2 shots.
And so Simons nails both of them. Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over. 5 ticks left in the fourth quarter here. Your thoughts, guys?
And they're hoping to wrap this one up.
It's not completely over, and they know that. But if they carry out their game plan, they should be golden.
Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over. They're ahead. Guys, your thoughts?
And they're hoping to wrap this one up.
It's not completely over, and they know that. But if they carry out their game plan, they should be golden.
And here's Curry for three. And it's good. He hits another one. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
83.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. So long, everyone.